guys had to grind this one out, get a win in overtime, but overall, worth it, to have to wait that extra time when you can come out of here with a win. Take us back to what you saw in the last play of the game.
Well, last play of the game, we just told our guys to make sure they didn't jump offside because it was a 4th and 4, and they may try to draw them offside. So just stay steady, don't do that, and then just go after it. And great job there by our D-line to get some penetration. Then Dexter Robbins to find a little crease in there and get his hand up and bat it down. You like that sound when you're on the defensive side. That double thump is a good sound when you're on the defense. So great job by our football team overall to. Again, Gardner-Webb, I knew there was a good football team. They're a solid team, offense, defense, and special teams. We didn't play up to par. Some of that's Gardner-Webb, but most of it is us. And, again, we'll get those things corrected, and I'm just glad to see our whole team respond. Alex Probert, he misses a kick, then he comes back and he makes one. And our whole team, like some bad plays, but we responded in the right way, and you got to have that. When you're able to make plays, you got to do that.
Yeah, you said this week this game would come down to special teams, and you guys had to win that facet. And you've won a couple of big games now in your career here at Liberty on block kicks. I mean, just take us back, to the preparation on the special team side and how you guys approached it this week.
Well, we approach it every week. We put a lot of time in. Every day we do some special team. We spend about 15 to 20 minutes on the football field with our special teams. Thursday we'll spend 30 minutes on the special teams there. And so every day we spend 20 minutes in the meetings about it. So we are detailed about it, and we talk about it and come up with different schemes. We look at every single kick that they do and everything they do in special teams, every opponent. So we take the time to do it. I think we have a good and Scott Downing does a great job there. And then we got our defensive staff. They put together on the field goal block and all those things of that nature. So we work on it. It was great to see this come to fruition that we did get a block.
A little tougher to get the run game going this week. Is that more about some of the guys that they have over there on defense?
I think a combination of both. We were not quite as good, and they did a good scheme. It was the first time we were going against an odd defense as far as this season. Well, not this season, I should say, in the last 3 or 4 ball games. And so that was a little different scheme, and they did a good job of doing some things of that nature. And so, again, part of it, we got to block better, but I also give them some credit as far as being able to stop our run for the most part.
Any word on Aaron Campbell? Saw him come off there at the end of regulation.
I did not get any information on that. Again, we'll evaluate him, and we'll be ready for the next guy, whoever, if he can't go. But hopefully he will be able to.
You guys had the 1-point lead at halftime. Then you come out, the pick 6 after that. Did you see any hesitation in Buckshot after that interception going forward?
Well, I think there's probably a little bit of a confidence that maybe was lost a little bit. I talked with him just a little bit, and just to mention to him, hey, we still have confidence in you. Don't hesitate in making a throw. They made a good play. That's all that is. For that sometimes that happens. We're going to just trust your reads, trust your arm, and then make the throws when they need to be.
Defensively, what about the game plan from Robert Wimberly today and the way that you guys were able to slow down Maxwell? I know he had the touchdown at the end, but really not even near what he did last year.
Well, obviously I spoke with the defensive staff for a little bit and kind of was talking to them. I said, I just don't want to see number 12 running up and down the field. So they accomplished that, and I appreciate the defensive staff. They do a fantastic job. And, again, they played a heck of a ball game there, and they made plays when they had to make them.
What was the celebration like in the locker room, and what does a win like this do for a team?
Well, this is probably one of the more exuberant maybe we had in the locker room. Again, we all appreciate every win. Win is always exciting when you do that. But I think everybody was excited about it, the way we, came back and won the game, and the way the team effort of our offense, defense, and special teams. We stuck together as a team. There was nothing going on the sideline as far as lacking confidence in our team to be able to do things. So it was great to have our guys. They know it was a big win as we were able to try to still accomplish what we're trying to get doing, is trying to make sure we have a chance to be conference champions.
And you mentioned Alex Probert. Don't want him to get lost in all this. He wound up kicking the game-winning field goal anyway. After what do you do when he's out there and they're calling the timeouts and they're going to do it? I mean, how do you keep him? How do you keep him in the moment there?
Well, in this situation, sometimes I talk to him, but today I did not even talk to him at all as far as even the first kick, as far as right at the end of the game there. I just know he knows his rhythm. He knows what to do and all that. Then afterwards, I didn't say anything to him either. Just feel confident. I know that Coach Stam, Coach Downing just touched base with him and all. But we have confidence in him, and I'm glad to see him rebound like he did. And, again, like I said, everybody's going to make some mistakes here and there, but you got to play the next play. And our football team did that this ball game.
Lastly, what needs to be accomplished going into next week at Presbyterian, big road game?
Well, we just got to execute better than what we did, particularly probably offense. I think defensively we were pretty sound in what we were able to do and all that. But offensively, we just got to get some rhythm back going again and run the ball a little bit better. And then we got to make sure that Buckshot been able to get in some rhythm early in the game. And we'll get that straightened out, and we'll be ready to go. And, again, Presbyterian, they play very, very well in their home field. And so we got to play our best football game that we've played.
Coach Gill, appreciate your time. Congratulations.
All righty. Thank you, and to God be the glory.